Good morning everyone, welcome to today's assembly. Hope you're all well, you're looking after yourself and you're nice and safe. So today we're going to talk a little bit about limericks and what limericks are, and we'll have a bit of a competition as well. Firstly, a big thank you to the people who sent me work yesterday. So I know I've got some stuff off Emerick and David. I'm going to talk about that later on in the week. Some great fact files about Ratcliffe and about Bury as well. So thank you for doing that right. That was really, really good. But today we are going to talk about limericks, what they mean, and we're going to have a bit of a competition. So it is today, the 12th of May, it's National Limerick Day. So we're going to talk about what limericks are and a little bit about them first of all. So limerick is a poem, and this is National Limerick Day because it was the birthday of Edward Lear, a famous English poet and writer who made limericks very, very famous. Limericks are from a place called Limerick in Ireland, and we think originated there, but there's no actual proof they did. They may be called after it, we're not quite sure. There's no, they're not sure when they started or when they were created. But Edward Lear made them famous, so he didn't create the limerick, but he did make them famous. He made them famous because he wrote a nonsense book in 1846 with lots of short 5-line limericks in there, and people really, really liked them, and the limerick became quite famous. So here is an example of a limerick. This is by Edward Lear. There was a young lady whose chin resembled the point of a pin. So she had it made sharp and purchased a harp and played several tunes with her chin. So in this poem there is chin twice, as a repeated words. I'm going to go through how a limerick poem actually works, but that's one example of Edward Lear and his one of his nonsense poems. They can be nonsense, they can just be fun. Limerick poems, and we're going to work today, and I'd like you to create a limerick poem, send it me. And what usually happens on National Limerick Day is there's a big competition. I'm sure there is still a big competition where you have to create a limerick. So we're going to do a competition. So if you create a limerick, send it in to me today. I'll give some prizes for the best ones. I will give some prizes. It could be dojos for the best one. So Lear is credited with popularising this sort of poem, but he didn't create it, he just popularised it. So the aim today is we're going to create our own limerick. Okay, so here's a couple of limericks now that I'm going to show you. The first one, there once was a young man from Ealing who always would hang from the ceiling. He wouldn't wear a hat, but could hang like a bat, and said, what a wonderful feeling. So there's one example. Remember, this PowerPoint is on the website in the parents area. Go down to the bottom, online learning, and then you'll be able to find this. There was an old Martian named Zed, with blue spots all over his head. He sent out a lot of a dished out dot, but nobody knows what he said. So there's a couple of examples of limericks, so you can get used to how they actually look. So here are the features. Lines 1, 2 and 5 rhyme, so you're going to have to think of rhyming words. So you can create these in Key Stage 1 quite easily. You need to think of rhyming words, of good words that have a few words that rhyme with them, because lines 1, 2 and 5 need to rhyme, and 3 and 4 need to rhyme. You might use the same word twice, you can do, but they need to rhyme there. It's always got 5 lines, 1 verse, 5 lines in a limerick, so it's always 5 lines like that. The 1, 2 and 5 are usually longer than 3 and 4. Okay, so there is a pattern there as well, and you can have a look at this PowerPoint and look at the pattern. So lines 1, 2 and 5 are longer, like I was saying, and usually have about 8 to 10 syllables in. Lines 3 and 4 are a bit shorter, usually have about 5 or 6 syllables in as well. So you can actually hear, and there's a rhythm here to help you with a number of beats when you're actually creating your limerick. So you can use that there, that's on the PowerPoint there to help you to rhyme it out. So you might want to sound it out and clap it out with your children as well there. By the way, when you first start these, I was doing some last night and we were trying to work some out. And when you first start, you think, oh, it's going to be quite hard. But once you get into them, they're quite fun to do. So don't just think I'm going to write one down and create one straight away. Have a bit of fun with some of the rhyming words. See if you can create a limerick. See if your children know what a rhyming word is, first of all. Okay, so here's a quick breakdown of one that we've taught to there. You can see that when you look at the PowerPoint, this is the young man from Ealing, and Ealing is ceiling rhyme and feeling rhyme, and then you've got hat and bat that rhyme on 3 and 4. You can see those lines, 3 and 4 are a bit shorter, 1, 2, 5 are a little bit longer there. Okay. So, your turn. On the PowerPoint there is an example to help you there, so you can fill in the gaps, or you can create your own, but there is a gap filling one there to help you to think about how you do that, because usually line 1 talks about somebody or something, and then line 2 is a bit more description, and then it goes into sort of what they do after that. So it gives you a bit of a template there for you to use to create it. So we've learned all about limericks and how to use them. There's some examples of how to do it there to help you along. And on the sheet, I have also set a sheet on the website as well. In the parents bit, there's a sheet there that you can use that gives you examples and you can use if you want to, and just lays out how to do it as well. So on the website there's the PowerPoint, and there's also a sheet that I've put on there on our website. So I thought last night I'd create a little bit of a limerick. So this is my limerick from last night. Boris and his crazy hair, putting us all in despair, said to us, hey, stay 2 metres away, or this lockdown will get more unfair. So there's my little bit of a fun one that I did last night, just when I was trying to practice and things like that. So please have a go today. The best one I'll give some dojos to, and I'll give some out to the people who've even entered as well, but I will give more out to the winner, and we'll do a little bit of competition. Have a great day, look after yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye everyone.